Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video I am going over something I said I was going to touch on in another video, mainly because I just got it here. So in one of the previous videos, you'll remember this, the Dasai Mochi. I did one video when I first unboxed it and put it into the car, and then recently I put a video where I was showing you guys the tips and tricks on how to enable like the gyroscope and disable it, turn the power on and off, timer, and most importantly, cut the sound on and off. But as much as I love this one in my car, and I've gotten plenty compliments on it, when I was given an email by Dasai letting me know of a new partnership, I kept saying colorway, but I guess you could say a new partnership that they have with LibertyWalk. So not Liberty Style Walk, LibertyWalk. I don't know why I thought it was Liberty Style Walk. I had to jump on it because I like how the helmets look. So the helmets is going to look a little bit different from this standard helmet that they have. Of course, they have different colors of this, and you could easily customize it by putting this one on, taking it off, buying another helmet from Dasai and just putting that one on. So that's what makes it pretty cool. You could change the style as you please. This stays the same. It's just you're changing helmets. Now, I recently just received, just yesterday actually, the LibertyWalk and Dasai partnership for the Mochi. And let me show you how it would look according to their website. So with the LibertyWalk, you can see, I believe this is a limited edition. So you see here they have the white and yellow, the red and black, and the blue and black. So these are all like kind of like racer helmets, which looks pretty awesome compared to the standard. I still like this one, but I like the racer helmets better. I personally got, I'm not going to tell you actually. I will take it off so that way you can see it yourself. So I'm not going to spoil and tell you what color I chose, but I'll let you see for yourself. Okay, so coming right out the back, just open this up. All right, so this kind of spoiled it a little bit to tell you which one I got, but I have the red and black version. I didn't choose the blue or the white and yellow because I wanted to match my car. My car is kind of like reddish, so I got the red and black. And right off the gate, the box is a little bit different from the original Dasai Mochi. See, this is like more square, this is kind of like rectangular. So I wonder if there's anything else included, but let's see. So when you open it, greet it right. All this looks really nice actually. It looks like more of like an upgraded box, but even just a little aesthetics of it looks fine. Then you have the LibertyWalk written throughout the box. Once you move the top, you get this. You get a booklet. Now that I already know how to do everything from the original one, I don't really need it. But you may ask yourself, what's the difference between this Dasai Mochi and this one? This one has animations, of course, if you've already seen, right? This one also has some of the same animations, I believe, but a lot more different ones because this is a special partnership with LibertyWalk. As you can see, even the titling, the branding right there, LibertyWalk. So if you look in the booklet, see if they show some of the faces. So here is, whoops, sorry, I had it upside down. So here is some of the faces that it will make. Feel free to pause it and then play it to catch up with us. So that's some of the faces there, right? Now, what I'm going to do is let me show you. This is from the original Dasai Mochi with obviously this helmet, right? So the one that's without the partnership is like this. So as you can see, you feel free, you can pause it or slow it down or whatever helps. But this is the one from the original Dasai Mochi. These are all the different faces that could pop up. And again, this is the LibertyWalk, which now that I think about it, it seemed like there's less faces here, but I don't see any of them that are like particularly similar. I think this one only has a couple different ones. Oh, wait a minute, I was wrong. Forgot to flip it open. Here go all the other ones for the Liberty Walk. This thing has a lot. So yeah. Okay, so I was right. So yes, these are very similar. So it has all the basic faces just like the original Mochi, but here are the ones that are specific only to Liberty Walk. So these are additional faces that has been added just for the Liberty Walk partnership Mochi with Dasai. So just keep that in mind when you get it. That's the biggest difference, is you're gonna have some faces that are different. If you don't care about that, obviously get the regular one. But if you want to see some different faces, maybe you already had Dasai Mochi, feel free to check this one out. It does come also with the cord, which I'm not going to need because I have plenty of them. And then it comes with 2 of these, just like the original does. I've only had to use 1 so far. So I still have the very first one I put on here, the extra one I have in the box. And maybe what I could do is just hit me up in the comments if you would be interested. I could do this as a giveaway. So just throw it in the comments, hey, I'll be interested in the giveaway, and I'll just put this in the giveaway in the future. So 2 of these, which we will stick to the bottom. And then I think this is what we really want to see. This is the Dasai Mochi in partnership with LibertyWalk. And right off the back, I just love this helmet. You can, if you're wondering, I believe you're able to buy them. Like when this first was coming out, it did show their store and it had these helmets separately. So maybe you want something like this and maybe you want to just get the helmet. I believe that is a possibility from what I saw in the past. So I don't know. I know stuff changes all the time. And at the time of this video, it may be different, but just keep in mind, you may be able to just buy the helmet itself if that's all you would really want anyway. But it looks the same size too. So I do it this way. Yeah, it's the exact same size. So it would be kind of the same specifications as this one. But this one just looks nice. I just like the way this looks. This little helmet looks nice. All right, let's power it on. So give me one moment. Let me find out where the button is. Obviously the button is not going to be easily found. And it won't be. So let me charge it up really quick just to turn it on. Be right back. All right, so I'm back. So I got it on. I will say, keep in mind, because I had a little bit of this issue just a minute ago, this thing may pop off. Of course, you can hear the sound, right? This thing may pop off. You can just put it right back in, just fit the hose. But so far, this has been pretty cool. As you can see, the sound. So you can hear the sound in this thing just coming just straight out the box. But you can disable the sound. So if you're watching this for the first time, you can disable the sound. So what you'll need to do, and let me just put this one to the side really quick. You may hear a sound from it again. If you recall in this video, we need to find the button on the side. But when you have it on, the button is protected by the case. So what you need to do is get that case off. Same thing with that, take the helmet off. And then it has 1 press, 2 press, 3 press, and 4 presses. So 1 tap turns it on and off. 2 taps will turn the gyroscope on and off. 3 taps will turn the timer on and off. And 4 taps will turn the sound off, on and off. So just keep that in mind. So what we want to do is let's go ahead and install this to the bottom. And as you can see, this thing is powered up and ready to go. Already making noises, which I am definitely going to disable. But okay, let's add it. So we just have to put this on the bottom of this. And I do it the same exact way. As you can see, I have this one on the bottom. So what we do is let's pull this off. So it's just that adhesive, by the way. And we're just going to line it up with the bottom. And boom. Just like that. So just like that. And then what you would want to do is now we're going to put this other part of the Velcro strip in the car. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Let me take you to the car. All right, YouTube fam. So I'm here in the car. And what I would normally have is I would have this here. And then when I'm driving, you'll just see this on the outside of the screen. So of course I have the touchscreen to the car over here on the left side. But this is, you'll notice when you sit in the passenger side or if you sit in the back seats, you'll just be able to see this little face, which is pretty cool. Again, it goes according to how you're driving. So one thing you want to make sure you have on is the timer and the gyroscope. Saves battery and it tracks how you're driving. So it may not be 100% accurate, but it's pretty good. So just throwing that out there. But we want to remove this one, and what we want to put is this one up here. So let's see how this one is going to be up here. So, and as you can hear the sound, I am definitely going to disable that sound, just letting you guys know. So let's go ahead and take this piece and put that up there. What I would say first, before you do it, just wipe the surface clean. And make sure it's a better adhesive if it's a little more cleaner. But for this sample, I could always do it later. So I'm just gonna put it right here, as if I'm doing it that way. And then we're gonna stick it right so it sticks to Velcro. And it should look just like this. So when you're looking at it, it'll look just like this. Of course, it's a little bit off, I corrected, but it's gonna look just like this when you're driving. If you're wondering if it's gonna stick, it will. It is not gonna come off. I've had the other one on for months now, and it has been pretty dope. So just throwing that out there, just in case if you're wondering if the adhesive is good. Yes, the adhesive is actually good based on the type of top of this part that you have. If that doesn't work for you, then I would try like putting it right here, maybe on top of the steering wheel behind it. If you noticed in the last video when I did the Dasai Mochi, I put it up there because of the type of car I have, but I have a different car now. So up here is totally fine. It works fine with me and it's been working out pretty well. All right, let's head right back upstairs. Actually, before we go upstairs, I want to show this really quick. So this is how strong the adhesive is. It's so strong that, remember I said you have to remove this top. After the sound goes away, okay. You have to remove this top in order to get to the little button on the side. But it's kind of hard to do it once it's all the way in, unless you have it already stuck to the Velcro in the car. So what I do is I just pull it and boom. So now it's up. So let's go and pull that off. All right, so if you're looking at it, remember the button on the side. See if I could turn another light on. Hopefully that helps. Remember, there's a button on the side. It looks just like the original, right? But the button on the side, remember one press. So I do one press with you guys. So that little button that's located, if you're looking at in this video, it'd be on your left side. But if the face is turning towards you, it'd be on your right side. So it's a little button right here on the corner that my thumb is over. You just press that button. So 1 is the power off. Power on back with 1. 2 is for the gyroscope. Do you see? Gyroscope is automatically on when it comes out the box. Let's turn it back on. 2 presses. Gyroscope is back on. 3 presses should be the timer. 1, 2, 3. Timer off. So timer is automatically on when you get it out the box, by the way. 3 presses again. Puts the timer back on. 4 taps. This is what you would want to do to take the sound off. 1, 2. Sorry. Try that again. Finger slip. So wait for it to come on. And 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the sound is off. If you want to put the sound back on, just do 4 taps again. But I'm not turning the sound back on. I like it better without the sound. The little animations is pretty awesome. Then what you do after this is super simple. You just take the top. So remember, you just take the helmet and you just put it right back inside. So again, if you're wondering if you could just get the helmet by itself, if the helmet will fit the regular Dasai Mochi, it does. This is the exact same size as the other one. So just keep that in mind. The only difference is you won't have that many animations. So just go ahead and put this one back on. And you just literally fit it right back in there. You should hear a snap. There you go. Good to go. All right, now that we've done that, let's make our way back upstairs. All right, welcome back, YouTube fam. All right, so we're back upstairs. And overall, I like the thing. I already like the first edition, the Dasai Mochi. I really like the helmet. I do feel if you don't want the extra animations or you don't care for the extra animations, but you like the helmet, maybe just get the regular version. But if it is cheaper for you to get the LibertyWalk, I'll say get that as well. But I do believe this is a limited edition. So these may or may not even be available. Just want to throw it out there in case you don't see it. But what I have noticed is, although something may be available at one time, it may come back. So just keep your eye out if it isn't in the store. They may be updating the store or holding it for just a certain time where they can promote it again. So overall, this thing has been great. I will say, if you buy a Dasai Mochi and you don't like the sound, please look at this video. Look at the previous video I did on the original Dasai Mochi and just disable the sound. So you don't have to, I guess, not buy this just because you don't want to hear the sound. This does allow you to disable the sound, which I think is pretty good. It gives us the option. So, all right, YouTube fam, I just thought I would go over. This is the Dasai LibertyWalk partnership. It looks pretty cool. This is like the racer edition. They have the red and black. Remember, they have the all blue, and then they have white and yellow. So if you have another color you may like, then you could go for one of those colors. But so far, I have the red and black version, which is awesome. It's gonna go great in my car. And I'm looking forward to messing with it. And I'd probably do a long-term review to see how I like it, if there was any differences that I noticed compared to like the original Dasai Mochi. And again, for those who are interested in the original Dasai Mochi, maybe you don't have the funds to buy one of these things, especially with everything going on in the world. If you would like me to do this as a giveaway, please just send a comment down below. If I get enough comments, I do a giveaway. I don't mind. I am going to be doing also a giveaway for Alpaka products as well, the couple bags that I've had. So anything I can do to help you guys. But all right, YouTube fam, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. We are getting close to the summer. So I hope you are preparing to have an awesome summer. And definitely, if you haven't done it already, come join the family. Let's grow a lot during this summer and towards the end of the year and make 2025 one of the best years yet. All right, thank you so much, YouTube fam. Peace. All right, something I almost totally forgot. Let me just add this part in. So remember the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4 taps. In order to check the battery of the Mochi, or Mochi, or however you say it, I feel like I keep saying it wrong, simply hold the button. So instead of tapping, hold it. You can see when you hold it, it shows the battery level. So just throwing that out there, that way you guys know it. All right, let's go.